Daf Nun Daled Amud Aleph, Perek Chi, Perek Haroya. The Mishnah will discuss various brachas that we make in different occasions. Haroya Malkim Shanasu by Nisim L'Yisrael, if he sees a place where Nisim were done to Klal Yisrael, Oimer Baruch Sha'asa, Nisim L'Aviseinu B'Malkim Hazeh. He makes a bracha, that Baruch, giving Shevav Haidah, that Hashem created these Nisim for our forefathers in this place. So Yisrael says that this bracha is like other brachas, it has to have a Shem Malchus, it's Baruch Ato Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam. It's made with that type of Shem Malchus, like other brachas, other Rishonim argue, but this is the Shita of Tosfos and many Rishonim. And similarly, with the brachas that are listed in the Mishnah that follow, also it has to be with the Shem Malchus. Malcolm Shenek Remena Akum, if he sees a place where Avodah Zarah was uprooted from the land, he makes a bracha praising Hashem that Avodah Zarah was uprooted from our land. Allah Zikim, the Gemara will define what Zikim is. Vala Zalvais on earthquakes, Vala Raim on thunder, Vala Ruches on winds, Vala Brokim on lightning, Omer Baruch Shekoicha Ugvarosa Mali Oilam. Fills his strength, his Gvura, fills the land. Allah Harim, Val Hagvoyes on majestic mountains and hills, Val Yomim, and on the seas, Val Noras, and on rivers. And Tosfos says rivers doesn't mean every river or any river. Tosfos refers to Dafka, the four Naharas that are in the Pasuk, the Chidek, El Pras, V'chule. It's not all rivers. Other Rishonim say it means other majestic rivers and strong, large rivers as well. But it's only on the special ones that he makes a bracha. He makes a bracha, Val Midboros, and on the deserts, Aimer Baruch, Oise Bereshis, or Maise Bereshis. Rabbi Yehuda Omer HaRoyes HaYam HaGadol, if he sees the Yam HaGadol, Omer Baruch Sha'asa es HaYam HaGadol. Bizman Sh'roy L'Praki. And these brachas are mentioned when he sees it from time to time. Not when he sees it all the time or regular, but from time to time. The Gemara defines that from a period if he sees it after an interval of 30 days or more. But that does not refer to the cases of thunder and lightning, etc. Those he makes even if he does not see it, if he sees it infrequently, even within the 30 days, because as Meforshim speak out, it's not the same thunder or lightning that he sees today that he saw yesterday or 2 days ago or 5 days ago. Whereas the mountain, obviously, it's the same, so there has to be a time interval for it to be considered special, for him to give the special praise to Hashem. When the rain comes, the needed rains, or other Basuras Toives, Aimer Baruch HaToiva Meitiv. He makes a bracha HaToiva Meitiv, Al Basuras Rois, on bad tidings, Aimer Baruch Dynamis. He says Dynamis. Bana buys Chadash, he builds a new house, Kana Kalim Chadoshim, or buys new articles, Aimer Baruch Shechianu, Vikimana, Vigyanu Lizmanazeh. Mivorach Alaro, Mein Ala Toiva. He makes a bracha on bad that could lead to good, and good that could lead to bad. The Gemara will give examples of these cases. If a person cries out in tefillah on an event that has already occurred, that's considered tefillah shav because the event has happened already. For instance, the Mishnah explains, if his wife was expecting and he says he davens that should be a boy, a zocher, because identity is already determined. Another example is and he's crying from the city. And he's mispalal that this should not be in his house. Again, an event occurred already. If a person comes into a city, he makes two brachas. Achas b'knisasa, one when he comes into the city, v'achas b'tziasa, when he leaves the city. Ben Azayemer arba, shtaim b'knisasa, shtaim b'tziasa. He makes four brachas, two when he comes in. So before he enters the city, he makes a tefillah t'misbalal that he should come b'shalom. When he entered peacefully, he gives thanks to Hashem that he entered peacefully. And when he departs, the same type of thing. When he's departing, he makes a bracha, he's mispalel that he should leave in peace. And when he does leave peacefully, he gives Shevav Haidah that he was successful and he left peacefully. So Ben Azai Amar Arba Shtaim Knisov Shtaim Tzios Noisen Haidah Al Sha'avar V'Tzoy Galos. Mishnah continues, a person has to be mevorach for not only good, but also for bad. So it says, now the Mishnah is going through the drasha till we get to the point that we're trying to prove, but it brings down the pasuk and darshans the pasuk. It says, so it says, it doesn't say, with his two, and Yetzer he serves Hashem. He serves Hashem with his Yetzer Hara as well. If he has a bad inclination, he has a certain taiva for certain things, he tries to channel that to avoid Hashem. Or another interpretation is by suppressing his evil, his inclinations and his desires. That is, avoid Hashem with the Yetzer Hara. V'chol nafshecha afilu noiteles nafshech v'chol moedecha, can we continue the v'chol memoincha, with all of your money. Davar acher, and here is the proof that we're coming to. Davar b'chol moedech b'chol mida umida shu moeded loy, havei moeded loy. With every measure, whatever measure he meets out to you, whatever measure that's given, whether it's good or bad, you give thanks to Hashem. So you're mevorach not only a taiv. This is the proof you're mevorach ala ra as well. The Mishnah continues on with new halachas, with different halachas that are negayah to the covet that has to be given to the harabayas and to the Beis Hamikdash. Lo yekal adam es roish keneged shara mizrach. A person should not have kolas roish, to be with frivolity, lightheaded, when he is on the shara mizrach, the eastern gate of harabayas, because it's mechuven. It's opposite, because it's opposite, it's facing the Beis Kodesh Kedoshim, so he has to have the proper Kovid Roish and respect. A new halach is v'leikanes laharabayas. He should not enter with maklei, with his walking stick, umenala, with shoes, upundasa, with a money belt, uba'avek shal raglov, and with dirt, dust on his feet, v'layasena kapandaria. And he should not use it as a shortcut. He should not make a shortcut to go to somewhere else, derech there. It's not covered, rakika, or he should not spit there, mikal v'chaymer. And spitting, certainly, kal v'chaymer, that's not covered. And we know from a kal v'chaymer that cannot be done. Kol chaysmei brachos shebemikdash hayoimrim ada oila. So in the Beis Hamikdash, when they said a bracha, so for instance, as Rashi explains, when they had the bracha, for instance, the Shemona Esrei Chonin Das. So the way we make the bracha is Baruch Hashem Chonin Das. In the Beis Hamikdash, they would say Baruch Ato Hashem Min Ha'olam Baruch Chonin Das. That's how they would say it in the Beis Hamikdash. That's how they would make the bracha in the Beis Hamikdash. They would elaborate on the praises of Hashem. They would say Baruch Ato Hashem Min Ha'olam. But Mishakil Kol Tzedukim, that was originally. But then when the Tzedukim arose and they were makalkel and they corrupted things, and they said there's only one world, they denied the existence of Olam Haba. Then they made the takana, and then they elaborated the bracha, and they make it clear that there's an Olam Hazeh, there's Olam Haba also, and they said Baruch Ato Hashem Min Ha'olam Va'ad Ha'olam. They elaborated to make it clear that there's an Olam Haba as well. V'yiskinu, another takana that was made. She Adam Shoel Es Shlem Chaver B'Shem. When he greets his friend, he should greet him with the Shem Hashem. And that's not considered a lack of covet for the Rebbeinu Shalom. They're misakin that he should greet him using the Shem Hashem Shenemar. We see that from the pasuk. V'nei boyas bami beis lachem v'yomer l'koytzim Hashem imochem. So he used the Shem Hashem in addressing them. V'yomer lo yivarech Hashem. See Shem Hashem again. V'yomer Hashem imcha gibor achayil. So you see that they greeted each other by using the Shem Hashem. V'yomer al tovus ki zokna imecha. So this is a minhag that from our forefathers. So don't make light and don't disgrace the minhag of our forefathers. If they did this, of our mother, of our parents, if this is what was done, then we take example from the Kadmainim. It says, we do something that might appear as being made for the Torah, as being connected to Torah, to do Lasois Lashem, to create peace among people. Then we use the same Hashem in greeting the people to create Shalom between Beinan and Chaveri, even though this might appear as being Mefer Teresecha, it's Lasos Hashem, and it's permitted. They made this takana. So coming back to the Gemara, coming back to the Reisha, the Mishnah said that if you see a place Shanas by Nisim Lisrael, you make a special bracha. And on immediately, where do we see a makor for this? Amar Rabbi Yochanan, Amar Kra. It says the pasuk by Yisrael, Vayomer Yisrael, Baruch Hashem Asher Hitzel. So we see that Yisrael made the bracha when he heard the good tidings that the nace was done for Klal Yisrael. They only make smash with it. Only was done to Klal Yisrael, that it was a nace that was done to the whole nation. But on a personal, private nace, we don't make a bracha. He was traveling through this place every Yamina. Arya was attacked by a lion. And he was saved from the lion. He had a nace. He came before Rava. Whenever you pass by that place, you make a bracha that Baruch Shasali Nes. So you see, even on a personal nes, you also make a bracha. And another example, Marbrei the Ravina Havako Asal Bepixed the Arvos Vitzochalamayim, he was thirsty for water, he saw Nisa, and he had a nes, he really entered the mine, and he had a spring of water was suddenly opened up before him. The Ishni, he drank the water. And a wild camel attacked him. And he had a nace that the wall of a house collapsed, and he was able to enter the house, and he was saved from the camel. And whenever he passed by Arvas, that place, Baruch, he made the bracha, Baruch Sha'asali Nes Paravas of a Gamal. And so you see that you do make a nace, you do make a bracha rather, on a private and a personal nace as well. More answers. It's true. But there's a difference. This that we said in the Mishnah, Haraya, means anyone who sees it, anyone who sees that place, anyone who sees that the Mokum Shanasa makes the bracha. So nace that happened to God's Klal Yisrael, so everybody now makes that bracha. But Anisa the Yachid, if it's a personal nace, then Iu Chayv the Bruche. He makes the bracha, other people don't. And the Goyen brings down the Girs over here that he says not only that he makes the bracha, he brings out from the Girsas HaGoyinim, it says that Iu Ubrei Ubarbrei, him and his son and his grandson, they also make the bracha. They make the bracha for him as well. Then there's the Yonim, the Paiskim. How far does this go? Talmud for a Rebbe, a grandson for a grandfather, a grandfather for a grandson, rather. So how far does it go when we say it extends beyond the person? But in any event, it's only to the person and those perhaps immediately who are connected to him. But it's not applicable to all Klal Yisrael, whereas a nace of the Rabbim, everybody makes that bracha. If you see the place where Klal Yisrael cross the Yamsuf, Mavras Yarden, when they cross the Yarden, Mavras Nachle Arnain, or Nachle Arnain, Avnei Al Govish, Vemorid Beis Choran, the Evan. So we'll see in the Brisa shortly. The Brisa will detail these Nisim, go into these Nisim in great detail. Or the Evan Shebikesh Elizrek like Melcha Bashan Yisrael, the stone that he wanted to throw in Klal Yisrael, and there's a nace and they were saved. The Evan Sheyashav Alehem Moshe B'Shashasa Yeshua Milchama Ba'Amalek, and the stone that Moshe sat on when Yeshua did Milchama Ba'Amalek, V'Ishta Shaloit, V'Chaymas Yerichai Shenivla B'Mekayma, the walls of Yerichai that were swollen in the ground. Al Kulan Sorach Sheyitin Hoidah V'Shavach Avnei Amakim. On all of these, you have to give praise Shavach Hoidah to the Rebbeinu Shalom. So B'Shlama Marvus Hayam, we say Marvus Hayam D'Chsiv. So we know that there was this nace. It's clear. It's often in the pasuk. So we know about this nace that Rabbim make a bracha. Marvus Hayarden, the crossing of the Yarden. Also, it's clearly brought down in the pasuk. Hayarden B'chol Yisrael oivim b'charova ad asher tamu kol hagoy lavras hayarden. So it says clearly in the pasuk details the genes of crossing of the Yarden. So we know that these are nisim, and therefore you make a bracha. It's a nes derabit. Elam avras nachle arnan min nolan. What is the nes of nachle arnan? So we'll see the next year. The Brisa will detail this nes and the other nisim in great detail. We'll see Bezos Hashem on Amud Beis.